Okay, let's try this calculus question. And you know, these first questions, these first 10 marks are going to be pretty straightforward. And let's just try these two questions. And this is what you do. If they say the word first principles, you've got to write down the formula for first principles. It tells you what to do. It tells you what to do. And what do you have to do? You have to say f prime of x is equal to, this is the formula, the limit as h approaches 0. This is called the derivative. And it's a limit as h approaches 0 of a gradient, f of x plus h minus f of x over h. You write that down, you're off to the races. Now, you take the function and instead of x, you put in x plus h. But it says you've got a minus f of x, but f of x is minus 3x squared. You get 1 mark for putting in x plus h instead of x. And instead of f of x, writing down exactly what it is. We got to be careful because these two negatives change that into plus 3x squared. X plus h squared is x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. And when you multiply everything by negative 3, it turns into this. Then something special happens. Minus 3x squared plus 3x squared equals 0. And you just get minus 6xh minus 3x squared, 3h squared. And you've got to keep writing this derivative is really a limit. And we're going to factor out this h, or the h cancels. And you're just left with minus 6x minus 3h. Now, after all this algebra, now we can look at h approaching 0. If that becomes close to nothing, it just falls away, and our derivative is just minus 6x. And we know 2 times minus 3 gives just minus 6x. That's the derivative. But there's your 5 marks for sure, and you keep doing the same thing all the time. Now they ask you to find the derivative of dy dx, the derivative of y equals root x over 2 minus 1 over 6 x cubed. Well, you can't do this question when it's in this form. You have to take this dividing by 2 and put it in front and make it 1/2. And don't think about root x, change it to x to the half power. And instead of x to the minus, x to the 3 in the bottom, change it to x to the minus 3. And 1 over 6, put it in front like that. And there you go. Now you've got your answer. You can do your answer. You just multiply a half times a half. You get a quarter. And now we're going to do the derivative. And then you subtract 1, always from a half. So you get minus a half. Then you go negative 3 times negative 1 over 6. Well, you'll get a positive, but you'll get 3 over 6. And that 3 over 6 is really a half. But you subtract 1 from minus 3, it's x to the minus 4. You don't have to do this last step, turning it back into surds or back into positive exponents. If you leave your answer like this, right here, you get all the marks. And there you go. That's how you do it.